Hi there, Prairie Plant Girl here. I purchased these Salvia and Angelonia today at the garden center. It's a pop-up garden center, so they're trying to get rid of their stock. And I got each of these for 94 cents each, I believe they were. So they're looking a little scraggly. They don't look too bad all bunched together, but when you pull them out, they're not looking so good. But you can tell there's healthy growth down on the plants themselves, and they all looked like they've been kept moist, so haven't been dried out or anything. So I'm just going to trim these back, and I'm going to find a little space in my pollinator garden to pop them in. They'll make a really great addition to the pollinator garden, and when I trim these back, that'll encourage them to flush out with fresh new growth, and I believe they'll look quite lovely again in a couple of weeks. So I'm going to trim them back, pop them in the ground, and I'll give you a look after that's done. There, I thought I'd give you a quick look of now that I've trimmed them back a little bit, so hopefully you can see the difference. And these are both supposed to be pollinator magnets, like hummingbirds, bees, butterflies are supposed to just absolutely love these plants. I'll give you a quick look at the tag before I get them in the ground. So this is the Salvia, and this one happens to be the skyscraper dark purple. These get, I think, 28, yeah, they can get up to 28 inches tall and up to 16 inches wide. They're an annual here, and they like full sun. One of the things I like about this plant is if you look, this one actually still has the flower on it. These ones, the flower is finished, and this is just the outer portion that the flower was coming through, but it still looks like a flower. They still look pretty even if you haven't gotten out to deadhead them. So they're a nice look in your garden even when they need a little attention. And the archangel, it's these bright clusters, these clusters of flowers like this, and this one happens to be cherry red Angelonia or archangel, and again it's full sun, and this one gets about 12 inches tall and 12 inches wide, and it's also an annual in my area. So these will just be for this season, but I think a nice grouping of them will look quite lovely in my pollinator garden. So I'm going to find a spot for them, get them in the ground, and I'll give you a look at my pollinator garden. So there, I've got the Salvia and the Angelonia planted in the ground. I've got them just kind of zigzagged through the back of this garden here. So there's a Salvia, Angelonia, another Salvia, and they're just kind of zigzagged all the way around to the other side there. And wrap around the back of this tree. So I think they look really nice in there, fill in a few gaps that I had. And they definitely, from what I've heard and read, will attract the pollinators. Bees are supposed to absolutely love the Angelonia especially. So I can't wait to see all that action happening in here.